Hello, boys and girls of Year 4. It's me, Mr. Mac, with my happy border, because today I'm in a happy place. My important lesson today, and the lesson that Miss Smith and I want to share with you today, is the importance of being happy, being positive, having a happy outlook, and having a smiley disposition, trying to smile through things that we don't always find to be that easy. Our lesson is all about today having a positive mind, having a positive attitude. And to have a positive attitude means to always see things as if they are as good as they can be, or as good as you can imagine them to be. Big questions. Well, what is a happy mind, and how can it make a difference to our lives? And hopefully we'll answer some of those things today. Now, having a happy mind is about the power of positive thinking. When you are trying to make somebody feel positive and feel positive yourselves, you might think about using words like these: great, nice, best, laugh, brilliant, amazing. And when you think about speaking to somebody in your family today, maybe you could try and share a bit of positivity and happiness by saying something to them like, you've got an amazing smile, or you're really special, you're great, that food was amazing, you're brilliant, you're the best, and I really enjoy spending time with you. A positive attitude is thinking positive thoughts, even when sometimes we might think that something isn't going great. I know that we're all feeling a little bit like that at the moment. So trying to imagine that that things are as good as they can be is difficult when perhaps things aren't going as well as they could. And I know some of you have maybe feeling a bit down about some things at the moment. It was great to see some of you on a Zoom call recently, and it's great to see so many smiling and positive faces. But hey, listen, we all feel a bit flat sometimes, and trying to think that there's good times around the corner or there's something to look forward to, the glass is always half full, as I've already said, not half empty, is an important part of keeping positive in your mental health. Here are some examples of ways of thinking positively. For example, every day may not be good, but there is good in every day. I like that one. Having a positive attitude is asking how something can be done instead of saying it can't be done. That's really good as well. People often say, if you say that you can't do it, or if you say that you can, you'll always be right. Meaning, if you think you can't do it, you probably won't be able to. But if you think you can, you'll give it a darn good go. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. I like that one. Makes you think about the lovely part of the bush instead of the bad part of the bush. A good way of being positive. A positive attitude will lead to positive outcomes. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere until you change it. Oh, I like that one too. And attitude is a little thing that can make a big difference. So think about these quotes. Have a look at what's written down there and see if there's anything that you like the best, any that really spring to mind, any that you can really enjoy. Now, thinking about the one that was your favourite, can you just think in your mind, why did I choose that one? Which thing about that one did I like the best? Or you might have another one in your mind. Perhaps if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Or reach for the moon, because if you miss, you will land amongst the stars. So you might have your own positive attitude quote that you're thinking of, something that you could use, because quotes like these are helpful. They're helpful to get our minds in the right sort of frame of mind, and they're nice things to remember, have in the back of our heads, just for those times when maybe we are feeling a little bit flat. Something that we can focus on, think about, just giving yourself a bit of a positive pep talk. So how can positive thinking or having a positive attitude help us to have a happy mind? Well, actually, there's been a lot of research about this, and having a positive attitude releases lots of endorphins into our body, in lots of chemicals. And scientists have found that being happy makes you more successful. So having those chemicals in our minds making us feel happy allows us to learn better and achieve more. However, interestingly, one study found that only 17% of people say that they are really, truly happy. So maybe those people are thinking more about the thorns on the bush instead of the roses. as I said a minute ago, the science of happiness comes from inside our brains. Our brains are in charge of our feelings and emotions. The chemicals that actually make us feel happy are able to be released, triggered. We can do things to trigger feel-good chemicals and make ourselves smile and feel good all the time. And here are some examples of some ways that we can feel happy. This presentation I'm giving you now, I'm going to put underneath so that you can click on each of these pictures, all of these ones, and you'll find little bits of extra information, like things like if we say about exercising regularly, it says here about that regular exercise always improves our mental health. So getting out today at some point, having a run around in the back garden, jumping up and down, swinging yourself around, kicking a football, doing some skipping, cycling your bike will make you feel happy. And and all of those are things that we can do to make us feel happy. Please feel free to click on some more of these after I've finished and find out bit more information about how each of those things can make you feel happy and what to do. But remembering that being happy is not as simple as just being told to be happy. There are lots of ways we can help ourselves to feel happy, but sometimes we might be struggling. And again, the message of this today is, hey, listen, if you're struggling, it's okay to feel like you're struggling. This can be difficult, particularly when you're trying to do work at home and not with your friends and with your teachers. So remember, there's always ways to get support. You could drop us an email, of course. You could talk to one of us when we're in school. But outside of school, you might be looking for a trusted adult. Who is your trusted adult? Who can you talk to? It might be a mum or a dad. It might be a nan or a granddad. It might be an aunt or an uncle. It could be somebody that you need to get onto the FaceTime or Zoom call and have a little bit of a chat. And just, so if you say, I feel a bit down, I'm feeling a bit flat, things are a bit tricky at the moment, maybe they can say something to cheer you up or make you laugh or tell you a joke or put that smile back on your face. So we need to think about what happiness is. And you know what, it's not the same for everybody. It's probably different for me than you. But I want you to think about all the things that do make you happy and try and get in your mind some things that you can do when you are feeling a little bit flat, as I know some of you have been. Today, I'd like you to just write a little bit of a poem. There is a sheet underneath here that you can print out and fill in if you want to, but it's okay if you just want to do it on a piece of paper. I'd like you to think about doing about 8 lines, or maybe some more if you can think of it. Miss Smith and I would really love you to fill that page with things that make you happy, and start each line with "happiness is." That's the layout for our poem. For example, I might write, "Happiness is having my cat snuggled up on my lap and hearing him purr." Or it might be, "Happiness is watching a game of rugby. That would make me feel happy." Or, "Happiness is playing a new game on my PlayStation 4. That does make me feel happy." Or maybe it could be, "Happiness is going for a long walk with my wife." Or, "Happiness is buying myself a new pair of trainers." Happiness could be anything to anybody. I bet you could think of more than 8 things that you could say. And if you do, please add them to the poem. It doesn't have to be any particular length. If you can't think of 8, then maybe just do 3 or 4. But I bet you could think of lots of ways that you can feel happy. And as well as thinking about happiness and writing down what things make you happy, could you also decorate that poem fantastically in a way that makes you feel happy? You could draw pictures, you could colour it in brightly, you could stick stickers on it, you could cut things out and stick those down as well. Anything that you want to do to make that poem feel like it's your happy poem. And make sure that when you've done that, you show us that happy poem. Miss Smith and I would love to see some pictures of you holding up your poems with big smiling happy faces, because that would make Miss Smith and I feel happy. Happiness for Miss Smith and I is seeing you guys and what you achieve and seeing that lovely work and those lovely smiles. So could you please now have a look down below here and maybe have a look at the PowerPoint we just looked at, see if there's anything on there that you missed or that you want to have a little bit of a look at yourself. If you want to, print out the sheet, but you don't have to. A piece of paper will be absolutely fine. Fill out your "happiness is" poem. Tell us what happiness is for you. Decorate it so it looks amazing, and then don't forget to send those in, because as I said, happiness for Miss Smith and I is seeing the wonderful work that you're doing. Okay, boys and girls, I'm looking forward to seeing some of those amazing poems. Keep smiling, keep being happy, keep being positive, keep helping mums and dads and everybody in your family to be positive and be happy. And don't forget, you are absolutely amazing. You are superb. You are the bright sparks in all of our days, and we want you to carry on being amazing and being positive and being happy and making us happy, because it makes everybody else happy. So enjoy your work, enjoy your learning, keep doing all the great homeschooling, and we will talk to you again very, very soon.